Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Lori and I'm the face behind Entre Tejidos Crochet and Lori's Crafty Corner. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you so much for being here today again. And if you're new here, hi and welcome. We talk about a lot of things on my channel, but mostly crochet and scrapbook related. I do have 2 scrapbook themed videos planned out for the next either like 1 or 2 weeks. But today's video, we're going to focus on safety eyes, mainly because over the weekend I got 3 big orders of safety eyes. Now I'm going to paint them off screen, not because I'm gonna have to hide anything, but because right now my desk is a mess and trying to arrange my camera in a good way is not going to be the best. The other thing that I'm going to feature in this video is I got some new glitters, and I went to this store specifically to buy some yarn, but came out with a bit more, as it always happens. And like, before I start painting the eyes, I am going to have to organize my like safety eye cart thing. And part of the things that I bought other than the glitters were some boxes so that I can better store the supplies instead of having most of them in bags within bags. And you know, in terms of like trying to get things out in a pinch, it's very crazy. So what we're going to do first is I'm going to show you what I got. So the yarn that I went in for was Parfait Chunky, and I got Very Berry, Hibiscus, Classic Blue, and Coral. I looked in my stash and I'm running low on pinks. That's why I kind of got like all of these. So good thing that they had them. I thought I was going to get a bit more, but the colors that I was looking for weren't there yet. I live in Puerto Rico, and for some reason we can find Parfait Chunky and Basics Chenille in some of our local stores, which again, in a pinch, it's amazing. I got these little boxes so that I can store my glitters, alcohol inks, and mica powder in these boxes instead of, let me show you. Instead of having them like this. So yeah. Now, in terms of glitters, I did get, I'm going to show you the first ones that I think I'm going to be using. I got some real red glitter, this greenish glitter, and this one. They're actually 2 different tones of green. You can kind of sense the theme that I'm going for with these. I got these red and like gold glitter, some black glitter, white, and a pink one. I got 2 more, but those I'm going to show you in just a bit. Now these are some of the glitters that I'm going to use in my new Christmas collection, which I hope to have them all done for like maybe before the end of September, which is just like next week. But I have a lot of ideas of different like colors, and as I mentioned in a previous video, I hope to have them be varied, like have some like traditional Christmas colors, but also bring in some of the different colors, maybe some inspired by pinks and lighter colors. These 2 glitters, I am excited because They're like little circles. These are lime green, purple, and blue. And I'm thinking about like a gumdrop sort of thing. And then I saw these are more like pastel, pink, blue, basically every color. Just imagine that in an eye. So I'm all excited. Now what we're going to do is I'm gonna adjust my camera just a bit, and you'll see me organize these glitters into their boxes, and then we'll go from there. Okay, so catch you in a bit. Okay, so right now I'm dividing things up. One box is going to have all that's like glitters, really fine glitter and all of that sort. And I was cringing because I thought I didn't have enough space, but there we go. And then the other one is going to house all my mica powders, my glow-in-the-dark paint, my black paint, which I sometimes use to color the backs of my safety eyes, and my alcohol inks. And there we go. Now here, I printed out all my orders, and since there were 3, I grabbed 3 of these plastic bowls. These bowls, I reuse them when I'm painting safety eyes, so they get a lot of life out of them. So for each order, I'm picking out the sizes. As you can see in these little boxes, I have them divided by sizes. So it's very easy to just grab and set apart. And here we go. Okay, so as you saw, I organized my little boxes. I have my little bins of safety eyes that need to be painted. Usually I go and check in this box here. I'm not an ASMR person whatsoever, but I just had the need to like... Alright, so usually I just start by looking in here. If someone ordered something that maybe I had a little bit of extra resin with glitter in it, I would paint an extra set of eyes and then just save it here for a rainy day. But this time around, I just started with pulling all of the glitter, all of the plain eyes first, and then I'll go through it and check to see if I do. The other thing that I do with these like extra eyes that I paint is I sometimes include them as freebies. So if I have an order that has, you know, one of the orders is all 18mm eyes. If I have an extra set here of 18mm eyes, I'll just include it as a freebie, but it's not always. Yeah. I do like adding freebies of safety eyes. I sometimes even use like not old, but previous colors that I decided to just like, you know, to get rid of the glitter, let's paint it up like a small batch of these colors. And yeah, I include them here. So I'm gonna get to painting. I also need to charge my camera. So in the meantime, while my camera is charging, I'm gonna paint the eyes and I'll show you what they look like. There's an order here for like 15 eyes. 15? No, 15 items, but yeah, 15 items. So I'll check back in just a bit. Look at all these pretty colors. I'm so excited. So I just ran each of these one more time through the UV lamp. I'm now going to spray them with some rubbing alcohol, and I'm going to, if I can find the roll of paper towel, that would be awesome, but I seem to have misplaced it. Well, this would be good enough. You can also use like a microfiber sort of towel, But what this does is, for example, this one is covered with mica powder because mica powder is very, very fine. So anything, any like gust of wind, any sighs, any laughs, anything like that, it just picks up, and then the eyes grab it. But by adding rubbing alcohol, not only do I remove any tackiness left off from the UV resin, but I also give it like that final shine. All right, so I'm going to do this on fast forward so as not to bore you too much. So yeah. All right, so now that all the eyes have been painted, I am going over them, making sure that everything's spit and span. This is what I call my quality control sort of process, where I just make sure that everything's okay. Sometimes when I'm painting safety eyes, some of the resin dribbles down the side. So once it's hardened, I just go ahead and scrape that off. Now we're going to prep some of the all of the orders. And what I do is each of the eyes has its own little baggie where I write the name of the safety eye, and I include the backings in the same bag. If the eyes are small enough, like if 16, 18, 20 millimeter eyes, I can fit multiples in them. If I do, I'll just write it down on the bag itself, just so that everything's organized and in order. So like you see here, I'm writing out each of the names of the order and making sure that if it's like 20, 16, 20, or 18 millimeter eyes, they go into their own little baggie. Once I'm done with this, I add all the eyes in, making sure that the backings are the correct ones, making sure, again, it's almost like OCD. You would not believe how many times I look over the eyes to make sure that everything's up to my standards. And once I have everything all set, it goes into either a box or into a poly mailer to be shipped out. Each of my eye orders includes my thank you card, my business card, and some stickers as well. And if I have any left over, I might include some safety eyes for, as a gift. So if you're interested in any of the safety eyes, please check out the description box below so that you can find my Etsy. So there you have it. That's a sneak peek into how I make my safety eyes and how I pack up my safety eye orders. That's all for today. I'll see you back soon in another video. Bye!